So hi, I'm Pete Murray. I'm from Firaxis Games. We're the studio working on Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth.
Let's talk a little about the experience the high-end PC gamer will have when they turn on this game.
Sure. We've really focused in Beyond Earth on creating a very believable but very exotic and alien-looking planet. And when you've got a really high-end PC, you'll be able to see a lot of really neat things. The landscape's going to glow. You'll see the lush alien forests, the crater lakes and mountains open to them, the rift canyons that cover the planets with the magma glowing at the bottom of them, the green miasma that flows through the landscape. It's very different looking from Earth, and it's one of the things that sets Beyond Earth apart from Civilization as a series.
Can you talk about how you've worked with AMD from a technology standpoint?
Sure, our engineers have worked really hard to integrate AMD's Mantle API into the game. Civ is a very complex game graphically. There's a lot of units shown on the screen at a time, so we're always looking for ways to improve performance, and Mantle has really let our engineers push the boundaries, really increase performance by an order of magnitude. They're very excited about it, and it makes our game look fantastic when it's running on the hardware.
Can you talk about how fantastic that game does look when it comes to the details you guys are able to do versus past games potentially?
Well, there's a lot of neat things that happen in Beyond Earth. You've got siege worms crawling through the landscape. You've got individual units idling around. Your explorer's drone robot with him will be scanning across the landscape with its radar as it goes. We've got some late game units that are very impressive, that are bigger than anything we've ever had in Civ before. So because we've kind of moved out of the historical mold, there's a lot more interesting kind of excitement, stretching kind of the limits of your imagination, and being able to see those come to life on the game and have it look smooth and running easily is really, really exciting. So that experience is something that we'd love people to be able to have for themselves.
What are your thoughts about how far PC gaming technology has come even over the course of the Civ franchise?
It's amazing. Civ 5 was the first game I worked on with Firaxis, and we were cutting edge at the time, and just since then, the power of the machines that we've been able to do, and then what we can do graphically and see on the screen has just come amazingly far since then. It's an exciting time to be a gamer and see things come to life within it.
How does knowing that anything you kind of think and conjure can come to life impact you guys creatively?
Well, it lets our artists go nuts. So once you've taken away the limitations of your capabilities, it lets you do more things on the screen. It lets you see more of your vision come to life in the game itself. So if you can dream it up, odds are you can put it in the game now too.
How freeing is it from a perspective of having so many historical-based games being able to go to outer space?
Well, we never want to throw our history books away completely. We love history at Firaxis. Civilization is always going to be near and dear to our hearts. But with Beyond Earth, the ability to step out of that and try something new and ask ourselves, instead of what could humanity's past have been, what could humanity's future become? That's a neat question, and we're happy to be working on that now.
For fans of the Civ franchise, can you talk about how you guys are retaining the gameplay that they know, but also maybe pushing it forward a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a game that's going to be built on the bones of Civ. You're going to be taking turns, you're going to be waiting for the leaders to take theirs. There's technology that you research that's going to drive the progress of your civilization. You'll have cities, you'll be building wonders, but within that framework, we've changed a lot of the details, and you see a lot of new and exciting things. From building your expedition as you settle the world, to the fact that the other faction leaders are going to change based on the choices that they make within the game. It's a completely different world this time around.
What have aliens added to the mix?
Aliens are very, very dangerous. And actually, at the beginning of the game, there's this very scary moment when you're settling on the alien planet, and it knows you're there, and it may not necessarily like you. You're very much fighting for your survival at the start of the game. But when you turn that corner, and it's less about survival and more about realizing your potential as a people, that's when Beyond Earth gets really, really exciting.
And what role does politics play when it comes to the various factions?
You got a bunch of different options. As every good Civ player knows, war is always an option. But we have an extended covert ops system, so you can try different missions, ranging from smuggling energy out of people's capitals to stealing their technology to planting attractors that will bring in those siege worms and mess up the stuff around their city, which, by the way, is extremely exciting when you can do it to somebody else, and less fun when it happens to you. Other leaders will have attitudes towards the alien life as well too. So if you're trying to clear the planet to make way for colonists from Earth, refugees, they may not like that, and that may drive a lot of their interaction towards you, especially towards the end of the game.
Can you talk a little bit about the new depth you guys have added to the actual gameplay experience for players?
Sure. One of the major systems we've added is the idea of an affinity, which is sort of a vision for the future of humanity. There's three of these competing ideologies: purity, harmony, and supremacy. Purity factions believe that humanity needs to be preserved as it is, that the planet needs to be changed into a new Earth. Harmony is the exact opposite. They want to change human beings into something like a native life form of this planet. And Supremacy believes that it doesn't matter what planet you land on, you need to have the tools and technology to be able to overcome it. So through things like augmentation and cybernetics, they don't care what planet they're on, they'll build a tool that will keep humanity alive on it.